Hey guys, it's very late right now, like almost midnight. My home is a complete disaster. Life has been a lot lately and I'm still awake at almost midnight and I'm about to get my home in order. I'm first gonna take you along and show you the true state of my house. Hopefully it will serve as some motivation for you, because hopefully by the time I go to bed tonight or early in the morning, my home will be looking and feeling a lot more peaceful. I'm hoping it will motivate you to show you that you can do it too if you're feeling overwhelmed. If you're going through a hard season, know that you're not alone. Let me show you what things are looking like. Brace yourself. It's rough. So honestly, I feel like the camera is not even doing all of this justice. Like, you can tell it's a mess in here. It felt like the walls were just closing in. Everything was chaotic and in disorder and disarray, and it's just been a whole thing. So I'm actually not going to get into everything that's been going on. There's been a lot of personal things going on. Maybe I'll share in the future, we'll see. But aside from that, we also had family in town over the Thanksgiving holiday and actually the week after, because my mom started to go home and her plane got halfway to Montana and then turned around and came back and landed back in Arizona. So she ended up staying with us like a whole extra week, because then the next plane flight to Montana was taken up and it was just kind of a long thing. But I was selfishly happy that she got to stay an extra week. I got to have her company for an extra week. It was just really nice. But it ended up being, just a longer stay. And anytime you have company, like, things go to the wayside. Not necessarily this much. Like this, my house was not a reflection of having company at all. So I don't want to make it feel like that's the issue. It definitely was just, life happening. But with that being said, that's just one of the things that sometimes happens when you have company, is things go to the wayside. You don't do all of your routines, like all that kind of stuff. But it was so much fun having them despite all the other things going on in life right now. Like, it was just so nice having family here and being with my mom and my sister. And it was just so nice. So anyway, all that to say, life happens, but I do hope that you guys have had a nice holiday season. I cannot believe we're getting to the end of the holiday. Like, it's so bizarre to me that we are going to be entering into 2025 here in just a few short weeks. I'm looking forward to 2025. I feel like I do that every year. I'm like, this year kind of turned out to be a mess. Next year will be the year, right? Like, next year will be better. So here we go. Fingers crossed, 2025. Drop a little New Year's emoji down below if you're also looking forward to resetting the year. All right, so I was kind of bouncing around in the beginning. I was honestly getting a very slow start to it. My mom was actually still here on this night. This was her very last night staying with us. And so she was in the other room, our new guest bedroom that we just finished. She was in that bedroom packing up everything. And so that was kind of nice, even though we weren't together. I was working late at night getting our house in order, and she was working up late at night getting all of her bags packed. So that was just kind of nice to have some company in the house of her being awake as well. I am so much like my mom, and anytime I hear that I look like her or we're similar in any way, I'm like, oh, that is the greatest compliment. Like, I just look up to my mom so much, and I'm so grateful for her, and I'm so grateful for our relationship, and I'm thankful that she was able to come visit. But I wish that you guys could all know her, because she is just like the kindest, like softest person. I just cannot say enough good things about her. So anyway, super randomness, but I was was just kind of jumping around, and then I landed in my office. My office is always a mess. Like, I don't know what it is. I struggle. I can keep the rest of the house clean a lot of other times, but my office, it never fails. It gets cluttered very quickly. It just is one of those spaces that's kind of tucked in, so it doesn't get the daily cleaning like the kitchen or living room or bathrooms or things like that do. So I wanted to give it a little TLC, and it honestly feels so much better. And I feel like also whenever you're cleaning, it's so nice to do this, especially at night actually, because you have a little bit of extra time to focus where you're not going to be distracted. Nobody else really needs your help with anything. And so you can do a little bit more of an intense clean or a little bit longer clean. You can kind of stretch it, especially if you're a night owl like I am. But another reason that I like to do these longer cleans where I can get more done, when you do that, I feel like the more areas in your home that's clean all at the same time, like the cleaner it stays. I don't know if you guys have noticed that too. If one space is clean, the dirty, messy spaces around it are going to kind of overtake it very quickly. But if a lot of rooms are clean all at once, it just seems like, I don't know, I feel like clutter attracts clutter, and cleanliness or tidiness, again, kind of does that same thing. So tidiness, I guess, would attract tidiness. So anyway, that's one of my reasons that I love doing these after dark cleans. All right, show of hands down in the comments who caught the time that it showed on the watch. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was late when I started, and it was just kind of a combo of insomnia, like I said, having my mom here while she was in the other room packing up, and then also just knowing that this was like my only free time. It was totally worth it to stay up late. But not only did I get a late start to this, but I was just dragging as I was going, not in really a bad way actually, just kind of like a moseying way, like just kind of taking my time, which felt really nice. But the time just passed and passed, and sometimes I would sit and talk with my mom for a few minutes, and I'd be like, oh, I should go, finish working on another room or something. So we took our time, and before we knew it, it was like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Funny thing about me is I can function on like very, very little sleep. It usually takes me like 2 to 3 nights of going to sleep at like 3 or 4 in the morning until I'm like, okay, I really got to get some sleep now. I know that's not good for me, and I actually don't do it as much as I used to, but I am like 1000% a night owl. So I would much rather stay up late and get things done than have to get up early. Let me know in the comments if you are a night owl or a morning person. And if you're a morning person, share your tips, because that's like a dream of mine. Feels like a pipe dream. I don't know if that'll ever happen for me, but I would actually love to be a morning person. But I do think I would have to give up being a night person, and that seems like one of the hardest things to do. So I've been sharing videos on YouTube since 2017, like 7 years ago. Gosh, it's been a while. But one thing that I love sharing on here is just all the real life moments. And the reason I like doing that is because I feel like that's not something that you all the time see on social media. I feel like we see a lot of highlight reels and really perfect moments and, you know, everybody's favorite times, which is great. I love the inspiration, but it is really refreshing to be able to kind of share the imperfect moments. So if I was really against it, I would not show you guys my house in this state. I would probably pre-clean my house and be like, oh, there's only 5 dishes in the sink. Oops, my house is so messy. But no, that's not the case. It was a disaster, and I'm sharing that with you guys not to brag on my mess or how chaotic my life feels right now. Not at all. I'm not happy or proud about that, but I'm sharing it in hopes that if you are struggling with something, that you can feel like you're not alone. I know when I first started my channel back in 2017, I was actually coming out of postpartum depression with our youngest son, Noah, and this community was such an amazing thing for me. It was incredible to be able to chat with people and connect and just not feel alone. And so I feel like because that's kind of what my channel was started on, I've really leaned into that as the years have gone on. And by doing that, I do feel like we have a really supportive, just very genuine group of people here, and I'm so incredibly grateful for that. But like I said, there have been some different things going on in life, just personally. Everything's okay, so don't worry. But I feel like a lot of times I try to share mindset chats and kind of some positive spins on things. If you guys have any positive spin on anything for me that would just, you know, be inspiring to share, I am so incredibly all ears. I would love to hear your positive spin on life. I would love to hear like anything that you think might be beneficial to share. And the nice thing is it'll not only get shared with me, but it'll get shared with everybody else. So if anyone else is in that situation, we can just chat in the comments and have a lot of positivity and inspiration and all the good stuff. So anyway, if you have something fun to share, go ahead and comment below. I'm really looking forward to hearing some positive things from you guys. And also, that's not to say like if you're struggling with something, absolutely share it too, because this is not, you know, all sunshine and butterflies. We can share all the things here, and I love that.
You said to me, we'll be alright. I know these things just take some time. I wish that I spoke my mind before we said goodbye. I'm missing you right now. You know it's true. Right now, I'm missing you.
These little sticky fingerprints are from our sweet nephew that came to visit us and stayed with us for a few weeks. That was so much fun to have him. And I don't know if I'm going to say I actually have missed the sticky fingerprints from when our kids were little, but I honestly did not mind cleaning them. It's just kind of very sweet to be back in that space, especially when you can hang out with them during the day and snuggle them and do all the fun stuff, and then get a full night's rest if you choose to go to bed.
I think by now I should have guessed you leaving me for second best, and all the things we left and said keep running through my head. I'm missing you right now. You know it's true right now.
So fast forward, this is the very next night, and obviously you saw I did not finish up the living room on the first night, so I was like, it's fine. We had a very busy day, so I never even got around to it the next day because we were in and out of the house a lot, but we did get home very late, so I only really focused on the living room on this night because we spent the evening with my sisters, and that was so much fun. And then once we got home, we spent a little time with the kids, and eventually, you got to pay the piper, and I got to cleaning. But it was really nice to actually just focus on only one space on this night, just because then I was able to do things like slow vacuuming and give it a little extra TLC. Although, like I said, it was very late and I didn't stay up near as long as I did the night before. So it's not perfect, but done is better than perfect, and it has felt so much better. Okay, super random, but these are the boys' new laundry baskets. I got them from Amazon. They're bendy, so I'm actually really unsure if I'm gonna love them or not. I love how easy they are to carry up and down the stairs. I love how durable the handles seem. However, I don't know if it's gonna be annoying for the kids as they're putting in their dirty clothes into the hampers a bunch, so I'm really just gonna be asking them over the next several weeks how they're working out for them. But the reason I got them new laundry totes is because we previously had some plastic ones. Those actually have been really great, other than the handles broke after, we probably did have them like 7-8 months, so that's pretty good, I guess. But I feel like if you buy a laundry basket, you should not have to replace it, but every like couple of years, I think. So I decided to go a different route. These were on sale for like $10 each, and I thought that was a good price. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I am thankful while my mom was here, we worked on a lot of laundry. We got all caught up on laundry for the kids and the adults and the linens and all the things. I did not get around to putting all of it away until this night. And actually on this night, I really only sorted things out a little bit, and then the boys were able to put their laundry away in the morning. Okay, so it was time to vacuum. Now, I could not vacuum our home at all at night back when our kids were younger, but now they're a little bit older. Our youngest is 8 and they are all pretty heavy sleepers. So that's really nice. Now I'm able to vacuum and it doesn't really bug anybody. But you guys, let me tell you, because we had so much stuff on our floors, like we just didn't even have our robot vacuums really even try to clean the floors because we just knew it was like not even going to be able to get most everything. So our floors were in dire need of a good deep clean. So I went ahead and did a slow vacuum. And if you are unfamiliar with that, I've been sharing about slow vacuuming for years and years and years. But basically you're going to vacuum your floors as usual and then empty the canister. Then you're going to go over your floors next really slowly. Like take 5-10 minutes to vacuum a single room, and you are going to be amazed and disgusted at how much extra comes out of your previously already vacuumed floors. I ended up filling up 3 canisters just in this room alone. It's wild how much you can pull up out of your carpet if you just give your vacuum the time to actually do the work. So once I wrapped the cord up, I realized I forgot to vacuum the rug in the kitchen. And as you can see, that one really needed some love too. So I pulled out our cordless vacuum and started vacuuming up that. But I also wanted to share, it was like the next night, I finally got around to that really messy shoe area that the boys have all their shoes and backpacks and coats and all the things. And so I ended up just taking a little bit of time. I decluttered in there a lot. I threw some things away that didn't belong. I moved some things out, and then the boys were able to move those up in the morning. But it felt so nice to get that space cleaned up because it has been an eyesore every time you walk by it. And now it's just feeling so much more peaceful and definitely more functional and easy to use. But anyway, this was so much fun just to share a little after dark. I know I used to share these all the time, and I've been getting so many requests for sharing one again. And it's perfect for me because I love being able to do this at night. It is just so peaceful. I love the calmness that nighttime brings where nobody really needs you, so you can give your home just a little bit of extra focus. So anyway, I hope you guys got a lot of cleaning motivation, but I also hope that this gave you just some relaxation in what can be a really busy, chaotic time of year. I hope you guys are doing really well. I am so thankful that you're here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.